What's going on, everyone? It's Brucey Sprue here today with Magic the Gathering Arena. This is a bit new for me. It's a first for the channel, so just bear with me, guys. What I want to get through today is a little bit of my experience with the game, which isn't much because I'm a beginner, the deck that I'm using now, and then hopefully just to get into some games. So I do just want to state that I am a complete beginner at this game. I found it in 2020. I played it for about, 3 weeks for the duration of one whole season. And I did play it like all the time. And I actually got to Mythic ranked. Now, you may think I'm lying or pulling your chain or something. I'm being completely honest. But there's a reason I think I got that high up. And that's because I just played the game so much that it was almost inevitable for me to get to Mythic. So this whole series is going to be dedicated to attempting that again through, all of the next arena seasons that I choose to do it for. So here we are in December 2023. I'm starting out at bronze, and I'm going to try and see if I can get to Mythic rank before the end of the season. I won't be buying any packs or anything. I may buy the battle pass if I get into it, but I'm not buying any packs to get cards for making new decks or anything like that. So whatever I get through the battle pass and challenges and opening up packs that I buy through just getting gold through playing the game is all good to go, but I'm not going to be spending any actual money on the game. That was how I did it back in 2020 as well. And like I said, guys, I don't think I got that way because I was good or because I know anything about the game. I did play it as a child, but I think just the sheer amount of playing was what allowed me to get that high up in rank. I was creating new decks. I was probably every rank, so bronze to silver, silver to gold, gold to diamond, diamond to mythic. I would kind of create a new deck and make that deck the only one I would use throughout that rank, and I'm going to continue to do that through this series as well. So basically just go for the arena season, don't spend any real life money on it, and then try to use one deck per rank, and that's pretty much it, and see if we can get mythic. So this is the start for this season. I'm already I played a little bit last night, unfortunately, so I'm bronze tier 2 right now. I thought about smurfing back down and just starting at a complete 0, but I'm just going to leave that how it is, and we can get into my deck build. So this is a super complicated game, guys, if you're new to it. Like I'll probably say this a million times throughout this series, is I'm open to any sort of advice you can give because I'm a beginner, and I know that there's so many interactions between the cards, it's almost impossible to even know half of everything and what's going on. But two people that helped me, and I will link their channels in the description and in the comments, is Affinity for MTG and Hello Good Game over on YouTube. Those guys are great. They do a great job of explaining the very basics of the game and helping you upgrade decks and what you need to do in order to become better at the game and what to look out for and how to progress. So definitely go check those guys out. They have great content. They are the only two MTG Arena YouTube content creators that I've used thus far. And I used them both back in the day. And I believe it was Hello Good Game, one of his decks, that actually helped me get super far. So shout out to those guys. They do an incredible job. Just want to give some respect to them and put respect on their names. So for today, for the deck that I'm using is the Charging Ahead deck. It's one of the 2023 starter decks here. I kind of just chose it at will. I'm not entirely sure why. I think as things get going, I'm probably going to try out, because I really love black and blue decks. I'll probably try that out at some point. I love spell decks, and I love white and green decks, or like counter, flying, huge creatures, healing, stuff like that. Red and white also really good. I've tried those all before. So those are kind of like what's on my table. As well as the Charging Ahead now. But I did use Affinity for MTG's upgrade guide for this. Not fully. There are some things that he did that I didn't do, and some things that I did that he didn't do, probably for good reason. I probably should have just followed him entirely. But one thing that I do, guys, here is I always, I play standard for all my decks, but I will almost always put like 70 to 80 cards in my deck, just because you can, and I think there's no reason not to if you can manage your lands well as well, and you know how the deck's working. Sometimes you need more lands, sometimes you need more spells, and 60 just like isn't cutting it. Sometimes you need certain creatures, and the fact that you can go over is great. I usually try to keep all my decks around 70 to 80, and add stuff and take away stuff that works for me. And I do edit my decks as I go through the rank, but I won't switch decks. So I'll probably use this until silver and maybe make some minor changes to it. And then once I hit silver, probably get bored and go into another style of deck. So I will link Affinity for MTG's upgrade video down below. And this is just here what I'm working with, guys, if you wanted to take a look. It's pretty much a lot of counters and a lot of abilities that allow you to get land out early, and not too many spells, a lot of haste, and it's pretty I think forest heavy. Yeah, it's pretty forest heavy, and the average you're seeing is about a 3/3, but we have a bunch of 2-drops here as well. So try to get things going early and hard, and then drop some big bombs on them, kind of the goal of red and green, because red is, you know, very aggro, and green is just huge monsters, and that's the combination we kind of see here. But I do have kind of like a counter haste land pull build kind of going on here that you'll see as well, and that was the only thing I could really pull out of this deck. I didn't want to go full dinosaur. I wanted to keep it somewhat similar to how it was, and see what we could do from there. So this is what the deck is currently at. If there's a way to link them or something online so you guys can check, that would be cool. But I'm not sure how. Like I said, I'm still pretty new at this game. I'm still learning. I don't even know if there's a way that I can show you guys like all the cards nicely laid out. No, I'm not sure yet. But anyways, this is what we're working with here. So let's go ahead and get into some games. And another thing I wanted to mention as well is all of the footage, besides maybe the couple games I played last night, I'm going to be uploading and putting on the channel. I don't want you guys to miss a second of gameplay footage. I want to put everything up. I want everything to be visible. And hopefully by next video, I'll have some sort of counter somewhere on the screen that shows my wins, my losses, and how many games that I've left, because I do that sometimes. So let's get into it here and see what we can do. Hopefully not off to a terrible start. We'll find out. Or with my luck, it'll be one of those like 1.5 hour long games. But sometimes they go quick, sometimes they don't. So we have enough here to do like a 2-3, 1-2-3 kind of thing. So this is fine. With this deck, I kind of look for about 2 mana. Don't really need too much more. And we're going to go ahead and throw down the adaptive here. And hopefully try and get some counters on this guy if we can. The loam speaker should help. And we should be able to get him to a 3/3 next turn, and then start making our moves from there. I think he probably has something up his sleeve for that, so I'm just going to let that go. That's also someone who won't be able to block me, so that's fine. Now what we can do... we can still keep buffing up our adaptive. Nice. And I think we're good here. We will just see what he wants to do with that. I had a feeling something like that was coming. Nice. See if we can get rid of that flying creature, and then hopefully that Voice of the Blessed we can take care of, but is that an enchantment? Artifact. That's terrible. Go ahead and get rid of that right now. He can't block me, so I'll just let's attack with this here. Unless he wants to die, that would be ideal. I don't think he'll do it. Alright, things are looking up here. This is probably what I want, so I can buff up the next two. We have a lot of damage here. He is a huge deck. We have a lot of damage here, just ready to go. We can put this in with haste. Yeah. We have enough next turn to end him, so he needs to block next turn, or he needs to put up a bunch of creatures, because I'm going to have some damage coming at him. Maybe he just had a terrible hand. If I really wanted to humiliate him, I'd do that, but he could have just had an awful hand. I mean, he has 7 mana. I'm not sure why. Yeah. 1, 2, 6, 10, 16, 22. Yeah, that's hopefully game. It's definitely lethal. Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure with that guy. He started out really strong. He had mana. I'm not sure if he was just not pulling creatures or what. That feels good. My first video for YouTube. My first fight. I gotta win. Let's see if I can just lose the next one, because why not? That was a quick game. They're usually not that quick for me. This is typically how I do it, though. I'll play a game. If there's something I saw wrong with my deck there, and it usually takes like 10 games for me to kind of figure out something like, oh, I need a couple more lands, or this isn't working too well, or I'm not getting value out of this, or I see something that would give me a lot of value, then I would change my deck in between games and just go back into it. Right here, this is kind of a... This isn't bad. We don't have a lot of land, but we can get away with a 1-drop. We just wouldn't have any 2-drops, so we'll have to put this down first and sacrifice that. I don't really want a mulligan. I hardly ever do it. I don't like doing it. I think if you build your deck decently enough, then you don't need to worry about... The other thing is, though, I could take the chance if I get another... No, I won't. That's fine. If you build your deck decent enough, you don't really need to worry about mulligan maybe too many times. Okay, so... start building this guy up again. Not really the lands that I want, but that's okay. At least we're still getting some lands. I would love to kick that, but I need to get creatures out on the battlefield, so that's fine. Hopefully the next one I can. This isn't looking terrible, guys, but it's not looking incredible. Just gonna try and build up our defenses here. Hope that we get some more land. Or something. That's pretty crazy, okay. Wow. Can't be blocked. This dude's gonna one-shot me. That's 18. That's insane. It's probably a loss here, to be honest. Yeah, this is a loss. I can't really do too much here. That is a crazy mechanic. One and one. That was quick. I mean, at least they made my death quick, you know. I actually haven't seen that yet using the explore mechanic to get counters. But yeah, there's just so much to this game, so much you got to learn and look out for. I probably should have mulliganed as much as I was shit-talking it. I probably should have. Because like one useful land by turn 2, or 2 useful lands by turn 2, when you could have maybe a bit more, is just not good. No, it's really 1, because I wouldn't have been able to use the first one. Because it was tapped. So, this is looking a little bit better. Yeah, we'll keep this. And I'm actually not going to play anything this turn anyways, so why not put that down? Just in case I don't pull any mountain. Haste on that, that's nice. This is a good game so far. Put that in his exile pile. Let's see. He didn't like that I did that. This is going to be a quick game if he doesn't do anything. Maybe he was just looking for that swamp. But nice wide open lane here for 9 damage, and hopefully he just quits after this. I don't know what he has. Yeah, I don't get that. He didn't really do too much here. Nice. Good stuff there. Good stuff. Okay. So I'm 2-1. Not too bad. And I don't know. Let's do one more. Why not? Probably gonna mulligan this because I have no forest. It's an otherwise okay hand. That's not good. Okay, we can work with this. Like extreme measures of mulliganing. But I trust my deck, man. He says good game. Why? Is he gonna already quit, or does he have something nasty lined up? Another card. Nice. That hurts. That also hurts. Maybe he said good game because he knew he just had a massive setup. Looks like he's making use of everything. That is a wild effect. So he really got me with the control on this game, dude. Literally nothing I could do, and it didn't help that I had to start with a double mulligan. Yeah, that's a crazy card. Well, I'll do one more game after this. This is definitely going to be a loss. Going to put us at 2-2. You never know, but I'm almost certain because I just pulled all my land that I needed for my first 2 mulligans. So even though I think, you know, you can have decks that are still built really well and have the correct amount of land, you can still get bad hands, even rarely. Which means I take back about everything I said about mulliganing earlier and how you don't necessarily really need to have to. If you have a really good deck, it definitely reduces the chance of it, but I don't know if you're ever immune to it. I kind of just want them to just take me out here. But I try not to concede games unless I have to go or if they're doing something like super, super broken. This is fine. He just had a super strong hand. And he let me know. You know, respect to this guy. He let me know in the first turn that he was going to destroy me. He said, good game. And I was like, well, why'd you say that? Well, that's fucking why. The old 4-turn wipe or something like that. I almost knew after the second one, and when I got 2 more lands, I was like, yeah, it's over. We can't do too much with that. But that's why this is just my bronze tier deck right now. I'm not too worried. I'm going to use it to get out of bronze, and I'm going to build something better. So that's just how I like to play this game. I don't like to find the best deck and go to the top. I like to do that in a series of levels or tiers, I guess. So we're 2-2. I think this is going to be my last game for this video. I might release another one later if I'm playing later. I kind of want to. This is a little slow if you guys see this, and I think it's something with my recording software causing it. So I kind of want to get that figured out too. But thank you for bearing with that, like all this video, because it's been frustrating. It's just a tad bit slow. We can start out again with this guy. I wonder if this guy is just a solid blue deck, because I haven't run into too many of those yet. It's looking very similar to last game. I hope not. I hope the tides turn the other way. This one too. Can't block, he's useless. I literally just used that to get me another card. Ooh. That's a nice 4/4. I get 2 more lands and I can start getting ready for that stuff, or I can start putting counters up. I'm gonna take this here. If he starts putting up mad minions, I'll have trouble. Yeah, well, if I did that and I get the fish and I attack with this, I essentially just kill the fish and he's tapped and I'm both tapped, so that's a bad idea. Just gonna have to hope I can get one of my big boys up. Yeah, I could tap it, get a fish, yeah. The fish can block, but it can't be blocked. I'm gonna need the flyer so that I can do that. Nice, I was able to get away with that. I was worried he had a bounce or something in there. This will help me out a little bit. It's going to be tough because I got to get past that Kraken. But I should, at this point, be just solid on land and start to be able to just get monsters out on the field. That's crazy. I'll let him attack with it if he wants. And, you know, not strong enough to take out the Kraken yet, so I think if he blocks me with that, we'll be good, but nope. He has 2 turns left to kill me, so this is going pretty well. I can now block his Kraken, and he's out of cards. He milled the fuck out of my deck, though. I hate that. Milling is such a gross mechanic. It's like one of my least favorites. It definitely has some cool, like, things you can do with it, but it's awful. Oh gosh. That's hideous. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Is it immune to spells? No, it's not. Okay. So he can't attack with that because I have this. And he's just going to attack with the fish every turn. That's the only solid damage he can do. If I get like a 2, or if I get Cosmic Hunger or something like that, I mean, it's over. I'd rather play this. Get rid of the fish. He'll have to block it. I think actually if I... Ooh. Yes. And then 5, 9, 15, 21 damage. He can block 10 of it-ish, I think we got him here. He has no mana for spells. His Hull Breaker could take out my Cinder Slash. That could take that out, but then I'm still hitting him with, I think, 4 damage. 8 damage exactly, actually. That has Trample as well, so that 3 of that's definitely going through. I had a feeling he would do that. He has to block the flyer with the flyer, but he's not even doing that. Okay. It was really strange how we did that, but I'll take that win. We're going to leave off on a good note. Bronze tier 1. I may rank up to silver later. I'll put a video out if I do. Thank you all for watching. This was incredible. This is my journey to Mythic ranked, really, in December. So I'm going to leave off there at a solid 3-2. I believe that was a solid 3-2. And next video, hopefully I will get the counter up somewhere on the screen here, and I'll probably have a little bit faster FPS for you guys. So thanks for tuning in. Can't wait to see you in the next one, and I'll catch you all later. Take care. Peace.